If you're watching on the replay and you find this at all informative, please tap the screen and share it with your followers. I am licensed real estate agent Joanne Lally, and I am bringing you today a tour of a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house that is on a lake. This is the main living area, which has a fireplace. One of the 4 bedrooms is in the front of the house, and it probably can be used as a home office because it has a closet. It is technically a bedroom, but it is in the front of the house and it would probably be used as a home office. This is the main living area, which overlooks the lake. They've got some pretty heavy curtains drawn. I can't quite open them. It does have a fireplace, large mantel, high ceilings, as you can see. It has a formal dining area. The house is vacant, so this would be the formal dining area, which faces the front of the house. Give you a sense of it. Then you would pass through the kitchen. This would be the kitchen. It does have a 3-car garage. That's the laundry room, which leads out to the garage. So this would be the breakfast nook. This house does have a pool, very nice pool with a fountain, and it is on a very small lake, but nonetheless, it's a very deep lot. This is a de-restricted community in that everyone who lives here has access to a boat ramp, which is across the street, and you can launch a boat and be out in the Gulf. So while the lake is certainly not something you're going to put a boat in, this is one of the 2 guest bedrooms. Decent sized room, and it does overlook. See if I can get it focused. The lake is out there. So this is the guest bedroom in the back of the house. That's the way out to the lake, which I'll take you to pretty quickly. This is the guest bath. It's decent. This is the other guest bedroom, which faces the side of the house. It's got nice crown molding, nice little corner pieces. You don't see those too often. It's usually just pretty much flush. So I will take you to the other side of the house. It's a good sized house, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, just 1 living area, and home office / bedroom. It's got the fireplace. And this is the master bedroom, which overlooks the lake. Still got a painting up, some really heavy curtains. It's pretty cave-like in here when I first walked in and opened up the curtains. So this would be the master bedroom, and this would be the view that you would have if you were laying in bed. Let's see if I can get it to focus, of the pool and the lake beyond. So this is a boutique gated community in that people who live on this lake have the right to use a boat ramp, which is across the street. Really huge sized closet, walk-in closet, only 1 closet, but it is quite large. And this would be the master bath. If you're just joining, I am licensed Florida realtor Joanne Lally, and today we are doing a tour of a house that's on a small lake. It has a pool, which I will now show you. We'll go outside. And the interesting thing about this house and the people who live on this little pond, they have the right to use a boat ramp, which is across the street. And you could launch a boat on the widest canal in Charlotte County, and you could be out in open water within 10 minutes. Well, when I say open water, I mean the river. So this would be the pool area. It's really nice. It's a bullnose brick, which is a little bit more expensive. That's sort of brick that goes around the edge of the pool. It's got a nice fountain, nice sound effects. So people sit out here. The view of the lake is much more oriented this way. So you would sit out here. There's lots of wildlife. There's only There are not a lot of houses here on the lake. You know, there's enough. That's a man-made lake. It's more just like the other house I showed in my earlier scope today. The lake serves the purpose of more having a buffer between you and your neighbor. You know, you're not going to have a neighbor immediately behind you. I'll give you a sense of what this lake is like. It's not nearly as big as the other lake that I showed in the earlier scope, but you have a sense of the lots, the depth of the lot, which is the appeal of this house. And it's just very peaceful. It's a very well-maintained lake. It's not algae, not a lot of algae. So these would be the other houses. This is a deed restricted area, so the houses have to be a certain size. And they have to be well maintained. So this would be the lake. It seems more like a pond to me, but of course the listing agent. That's the back of the house. And I'll take you around to the front of the house, and I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. If you're joining me, this is Florida Realtor Joanne Lally, and I am broadcasting today from Northwest Charlotte County. Charlotte County is located between Lee and Sarasota County. Charlotte County is one of the most affordable communities in Southwest Florida. As you can see, so the houses across the way are waterfront, meaning canal front houses. That house across the way right there is worth $1 million. And I'll show you the front of the house. This is what the neighborhood looks like. So those houses across the way, those are across the canal. So there are some really nice houses in this section. It is not particularly built up, unlike sections of Punta Gorda Isles, which is very much built up. So that will be the house, some of the houses next door. I'll give you a sense. It's got a 3-car garage. Nice landscaping. And now I will take you across the street. Hopefully my signal will hold. And I will show you the boat ramp. So this would be the house that's for sale. It's got neighbors on one side, but no neighbors on this side. And I'm walking toward the boat ramp. So every house on this pond has the right to use the boat ramp, where you can launch a boat and you could be out in open water. So this is still the house. You can see where I'm walking, not too far a hike. And this would be the next house to it with a vacant lot in between. Hope you can hear me. I've got my microphone on. I hope the wind is not too bad today. So this would be the neighbor's house. This would be the boat ramp. You can tell I'm close to the water because that wind is really picking up. Neighbors are watching me. So this is the boat ramp. And all of the people who live on the pond on that side have the right to use the boat ramp. And I'll show it to you. So it's a private boat ramp. This is a saltwater canal. This is the Apollo Waterway. It is the widest canal in all of Charlotte County. It is the deepest canal in all of Charlotte County. And if you lived on the pond, you could launch a boat from this ramp. So that is the appeal of that house, and that you have the right to launch a boat from this ramp. And I'll give you a sense of what the waterway is like. There's a very large house going in over there. And so you could sit out here and fish. And this is the Apollo Waterway. So if you had a boat, you could just drive across the street and launch your boat, power boat, and be out in open water. That person there has a power boat. So I'll go back to the house. So that is the tour for today. It is a 4-bedroom house, 2 baths on a lake, on a small lake, but it's deed restricted, and it gives you the right to use that boat ramp. If you have any questions, you can DM me on Twitter or get in touch with me at joannelollyrealtor.com. And that is that for today. Thank you for joining me.